CG just ran over Penta, 16-6 on overpass. It's going to be CG now, starting on the CT side. This is Penta's pick, which is a questionable one considering their performance against EFrag earlier, but let's see what they can do here. We'll look at the buy coming in for them. Two utility players, Mike S and Crystal, with smoke grenades and flashbangs, 20 sets of armor, and then we'll have a look at the buy for the CTs as well. They've got 3 sets, and they've actually got 2 smokes, the CTs. That's unorthodox. I guess they're going to be playing a bunch of passive game, lockout, A main, mid as well, trying to delay the T's as much as they can. No aggressiveness coming in yet. Draken is solo mid as well, so this is a little bit of a stranger setup. Draken goes down. That's a whole map for sale, essentially.
Remember, they went for a fake, the last pistol we saw on this side.
That's right.
But Tabson, meanwhile, he's already got some information, spotted up one player trying to get aggressive on that A main position. The problem is, and luckily that Tabson spotted that early, problem is they were looking to execute on A. They can't do that without the control of A main, so that battle can't even take place. Instead, they go for the boost, thankfully get the trade as Draken goes down.
That's decent damage on the Tarson though, so they are going to be going towards that A bomb site. ResX with the 5-7. Deadly at this sort of range. Rez coming in, taking on Tarson as well. Will he be able to make it a double? He doesn't. The reply comes in. Mike S coming to life here. Double kill for him. And finally, the bomb will be planted. And a real chance here for Penta to run away with yet another pistol.
Well, Zen's going to try and push forward. Got one just in front. Crystal, who sidesteps out of the smoke and nails him, though. I was going to say, it seemed like an easy lineup. Instead, now Moken going to have to go in. He's got to face his demons, and there's 3 of them. And they'll be successful. Penta, another pistol on the T-side cache. That's all 3 today on the T-side of cache.
Absolutely. Well then.
You know what the most rounds they've got, even with those pistols on the T-side of cache is? 6.
6, yeah. Well, what was interesting about that setup was, I'm trying to understand what the logic was behind CG is. Were they trying to anti-strat what they saw against Penta in the EFrag match? There's Draken below their middle. Like, as soon as he went down, he was lucky to get 1 frag on 1. As soon as he went down, that was the map completely open. They lost all control. And, he just got pincered from highway and main entrance there, and it didn't really seem like it was ever going to go in CG's favour, but there we go. They're going to be full force buying into this one, so we've had many discussions about this sort of approach on the analyst desk in the past. Not going to be even saving 1 player, especially someone like Draken, who's been phenomenal with the AWP today. Not going to give him a chance unless they win this round. On the first gun here, so Desert Eagles and P250s and Moken coming in with the 5-7. Going to be boosting up towards middle. Trying to work the picks here. They have only got 2 rifles, which could be problematic, you know, against this buy. A MAC-10 and 2 UMPs from Mike S and Tabson. They need to be very careful, make sure they're fragging efficiently here.
That Molotov bounced off the pillar again, forces Rez on top of the sandbags. And Penta's going to continue to push forward down this mid position. Mike S finding the first shot onto Rez. The UMP. Draken, though, great shot in return. The Deagle, the 1-tap. Takes him down immediately. David P there to trade it as he comes around with the AK-47. And still the advantage sides with that of Penta. As we do sit in a 4 versus 3. 5-7s, P250s left alive right now for CG's side. And bomb all the way back out toward A main as they just start to approach on that A site now. And the only one right now from CG that's inside of that position defensively is ResX with the P250. He's going to spot up Crystal first, but it takes him a bit too long to try and secure the kill. Goes down to 8 HP Crystal, but still gets there in the end with the MAC-10.
1-2 now remaining, Moken and Zen. They have managed to salvage one of the UMPs, and the fact they have head armor as well, I would be just cool. Let's save these little bits of equipment we have. Going to be counter boosting towards middle as well. Then up there with the UMP will be taken down by David. I'm not sure if Moken is able to recover the SMG. I don't think he is, as he desperately hides for his life. Now, obviously, after the boost came in, it'll be kind of obvious as to where he was being the key word there as he makes his way towards events. The T's not hunting him down just yet. They are just grouping up and making sure they check every single angle here. Don't want to drop a single frag, and there it is. Nicely done by Tabson to bring in the second round there. 2-0 in favour of Penta. And that force buy from CG not really amounting to much, if I'm honest. As they are going to be pretty much fully eco this round. Maybe a couple of PT50s, or maybe just 1 as we enter round number 3. So Penta once again win the pistol. Should be going to a 3-0. There's the 1 kill from Draken on your screen right now. But this round should be pretty uneventful, Matt.
Yeah, fairly straightforward. I mean, they sit back. They're just going to full save, obviously, CG. They want to get it in the first gun round. But again, we're going to find out very early if this is going to be a different game from Penta or not. If they can get another great start and CG don't find an answer, we very quickly could find ourselves at a 1-1 series. Meanwhile, Moken actually opens things up, though. Mike S caught a little bit off guard. He has, but the flash is perfect. The Tech 9, 2 kills. And they're going to try and push to compensate the difference, but unfortunately for them, CG that is, Penta's all inside of that B tunnel's position right now, so they'll just pick up the kills as they push.
Okay, Crystal diving out of the vents, some heroics required. He gets 3 kills. David P finishing things off as well. So 3-0 in pretty convincing fashion there. We had to run number 4, and as I mentioned before, I was about to say the force buy meant they wouldn't be able to get the AWP, but Draken actually had $4,750 on the nose. Those 2 kills he got with the Deagle working out for him, I guess, as we enter the first gun round. I don't think they'll be expecting this AWP. I definitely wouldn't be. That's kind of crazy he's even gone for that. So fully naked, not even a drop of utility to work with, just a full-on AWP. Let's jump on Drak and Cam. Let's see what he'll be doing this round. As he is watching for to boost the grenades. And oh, not doing as much damage as I thought they would.
Man, he almost headbutted the second one.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go down to 1 HP.
Yeah, no armor, and somehow that doesn't do damage. I'd love to see that from a third-person perspective to see where that actually detonated. But Moken's going to play the corner. Smoke on the main connection point. Does mean he's in an all-right position, but the flash blinds him up. Tabson turns around and realizes it late. If that flash had any shorter of a duration, he was done for. But Tabson's second kill and the aggressive gun round buy with the op already from CG is punishing them because they've got to sit back. They have to save this op. This is a full commitment, like you said. So it's going to be 4-0 for Penta. Now, keep in mind, they did have a 5-1 start early in the day against LDLC, which was quickly subsided. But again, we'll see very early on if Penta's up to the task.
There we go. Very simple, much looser gameplay there from Penta. They're not sitting back for so long and bleeding the round out. They're just actually choosing their angle of approach, getting in there, and actually fragging effectively this time. Yeah, aware of the CT positions now, and all of a sudden, though, the CTs come to life, get 3 frags. Just Mike S and Tabson remaining. Problem is, desperately just want to save that AWP.
Both of these guys really need to survive. I mean, yes, the AWP more so than the rifle, but with armor and a kit as well.
Yeah.
It's worth it to keep everything alive if possible, and it seems that it will be. 4 players survived the round, 2 AKs on the terrorist side, but they've got money to work with, and they've now got 4 rounds to their name, Penta.
Money, money, baby.
Quickly catching their total of that which they achieved on Overpass. It has to be said.
Well, we can forgive and forget, Matt. We've always said that. We can move on. No?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. We don't hold grudges there.
No, I still hate you, but we don't hold grudges.
You never liked me to begin with, so...
That's a lie, Henry G. I love you. Don't sell yourself short, sweetheart.
Grenades coming in towards Jewel once again. It's Moken taking the brunt of the damage this time. They have got the AWP. It's Draken. That's a shot he should be hitting all day long. He's been hitting much crazier shots than that, and a rare miss from him. And denies himself getting the opening frag there, but Rezek's actually coming back. He pushes into a storage towards the lockers area. Could get a double here, you know. Actually gets it as well. The bomb's gone down as well. That's a really questionable rephase from David P, especially when he had the bomb in hand. Now it's all down to the T's to recover it. This is a massive opportunity.
That was actually lined up.
I know.
Pretty damn close for Tossin. They know Rezex is here. This is the problem because he's trapped inside the walker's position. Quick pop flat from Crystal, but it really is just to achieve the getting away with the bomb because he's got 19 HP. They had to pull that back out from A main, and they're quickly going to go over to the B site. As we see on the minimap, 3 players on the A site from the CTs. They've got to rotate equally as quick to try and get there. And Mike S is going to try and hold off mid for anyone who strangles down there late.
4-on-3 in favor of the European side. The unknown element of this event. Currently have Penta up against the ropes after taking the first map. Moken helping out the cause as well. Brings it down to the 4-on-2. Mike S with a sneaky position. He's going to get this first frag. And a surprising Rezex as well. Like, they're all rotating towards the bomb. They've seen it being dropped. And now CT's looking a little bit lost here. They need to just calm down a little bit. They're rotating into the crosshair of Mike S. This is a little bit crazy. The fact they've actually thrown this round away. Getting a bit ahead of themselves. Communication obviously lacking there. No one really being assertive. And now it's just down to Moken. All of a sudden that 4-on-2 next to Mike S has come down to a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's just holding that position, and this is the problem because CG, they need this round. Oh, he doesn't deny it, but he's got there early. Mike's too far away, but he doesn't know it yet. Mike's on low HP, mind you, as well, though, so Moken may still have a chance to bait this out, as it is the 1-on-1. Mike, 4 HP, just wants to hold the angle. You know Moken's going to get impatient, but Moken's aware of it, and he's going to get the kill. It's going to be CG's first round, and Penta will still have money to buy. But this is the start from Cringe Gods to whittle away at the economy of the terrorists.
Yeah, it should have been a 5-0 there, but somehow Moken digs deep, finds 3 kills in a 1-on-1 with Mike S as well. As I was saying, they almost threw it away. It was a 4-on-2 situation. They were just getting vision and bad communication is all rotating at the same time. No one really holding the anchor positions. And almost lost it, but Moken stepping up there and sealing the deal as Mike S unable to carry no longer. 4-1 now. CG bouncing back after the 4-round deficit. Crystal bringing out the AWP for the first time. He's got that spawn again. We discussed this in the last game, Matt. If you can get there with a better spawn than CG, you can just about spot them. Let's spot again, but it's a little bit too late to make the frag happen. And Draken now patrolling that mid zone by himself, and see Zen trying to do something with the smoke towards the bomb site.
Draken very low already on that AWP, though. Needs to be a little bit weary of his position. He can't go down early, but a great flash in from Zen gives CG that early pick, and now they can have the more confidence to play passive on their CT side. It's going to be a 2-1-2 split defensively. The late rotation back toward middle right now from ResX. And he's just going to hold that. Smoke comes out late on Z Connector as well. This won't give him any information, but he's in a quick rotation spot. That's the more important aspect. And he's actually smartly anticipating that they could push through that potentially. So he goes way back into his own spawn just to be slightly more unorthodox. Meanwhile, the bomb is approaching onto this B site. And that is slightly fortunate in the fact that Draken's the low HP player. He's not going to be close to the action with that AWP. It's going to be all rifles battle, barring what Crystal can do to try and open up the site. First, he's got to dodge his teammates' flashes, which do catch him in the end, but it's still going to be Penta with the kills. Mike S and David Pete able to combine for 2, 1 apiece, as ResX is now on that rotation point, but smoked off, and it's going to be a retake attempt instead from CG, as the bomb is now in position and being planted at the default spot by Mike.
Better execution style from Penta. That was actually pretty well done. Now just need to hold off 3 CTs on the retake. This kill is going to be very important. Crystal finally stepping up, gets a decent headshot there onto Rez. That should be the round secured, I think.
Ooh!
I was about to say he legged him in the first shot and somehow gets the kill on the second. He's backing out of the round. I'm not really sure why, because they had a real opportunity here. The bomb wasn't really taken that far. Now. A little bit too late now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, might be, because Mike's just taken down ResX, and all of a sudden he's going to commit to it regardless. Draken, if he had been close, there was a chance for the trade. He still gets the shot, but does he have time to get there? I think not, and there's a Molotov on top of it as it is. Draken's going to run away. He shows off some flair, but had he been closer, he might have had a chance for the defuse. Penta's going to get 5, and this resets CG's money.
This is the thing. You know you're going to be reset anyway, right? You get the kill through the wall. We make it a 2-on-2. The bomb's only been ticking for about 10 seconds. And you just run away. Like your teammate, if one person's going to run away, you both run away. You don't send one person in to try and win a 2-on-1 where you just go save your orb. That's insane. Here's the replay of your screen. Nice work production getting that angle brought up for us. And yeah, he gets the kill as well. Like had he been there earlier on, they could have actually won that round. That's really, really poor. A little bit of a brain fart there for Drake, I'm afraid.
So 5 7s brought out to complement that single AWP saved by Draken, and he's going to have to come up magically somewhere. As Mike S already boosted up, just going to wait out his time for when he peaks, when he elects to peek in toward mid. And okay, I was about to say, did ResX lag out because his position was quite peculiar in middle? Instead, he's falling back to highway. They're going to stack up the A side as well. And a late smoke will buy a bit more time. Tossin's going to be the one to evaluate this. Spots up one player close to the fork, but hasn't found the kill. If the rest stay hidden, there's a chance they still walk into this stack, but it doesn't matter if they walk in or not. They need to find the kills on CG's side, and so far, David P is the only one to get one. There's Zen. Bomb goes down. Now they know it's a stack, but Crystal's still finding the frags. And unfortunately, Draken now just comes in with the AWP, but he's quickly taken back down, and it's Moken that's left in a 1-on-3.
Right there, actually make it a 1-on-2. He does get 1 kill here, but with the HP, he has no real chance of winning the round. And there it is. Tarsin locks it down, and Penta, for pretty much the first time I think I can say this today, running away with this one. 6-1 in their favor on the terrorist side here, and the CT's hard reset once more. Can't really do much of this round. It's just going to be Draken with the $5,000. He, of course, saved the AWP last round, so that's why his money is a lot stronger than the rest of his team. He'll be getting Desert Eagle body armor, so will Zen. We'll actually have the 5-7. So Mike S back on the AWP. This round is going to be a little bit trivial, so we'll have a quick look at the scoreboard here. Draken fragging pretty well for his team. Rez, very quiet so far. Mike S once again continuing that form with 9 frags, top of the scoreboard for him. And this round is just a complete write-off for the CT. So Smoken remaining now, and he has dropped as well. Let's have a look to see how the rest of the guys are doing. Crystal definitely picking up his form now. He's in double figures already after 9 rounds. I don't think he achieved that in the total of the whole of Overpass, or indeed any other maps today. Round number 9. AWP back out on Draken. You feel like this is one of the defining rounds of the game. Can the CTs get some momentum built back up? Let's see where he'll be opting to go. He hasn't had much success towards middle, I'd say, so he's going to be changing it up. Going towards the A side of the map this time.
David P. So watch from his perspective, going to join in with Tabson over toward that B tunnels area. Draken, meanwhile, opping on A. Not able to spawn anyone through that A main smoke that's been deployed. The default smoke, but here comes the flash from Crystal. That goes beyond. It allows Tabson to walk with his back into the bomb site, but bomb site not really occupied. It's a passive hold from CG, although it's working. Rezix finds one. Zen's got 2. Rez now finds one on Tossin. It's traded beforehand, but Rezix is going to close the round, and the passive setup works very well for CG as they find round number 2.
Yeah, Penta didn't really show any presence towards any part of the map. That is kind of, it looks like they're trying to keep things a lot looser now and just kind of choose an area instead of trying to throw in like 5 or 6 different fakes like they were before. Keep things simple. A few smokes, a couple of Molotovs, flash in, stay together. Let's go frag with frag. Let's show we're better players on paper. That round didn't really work out for them. You saw CG having that situation pretty comfortably. They had 2 players towards the checker box there as well. And it's kind of an interesting idea, having 1 player hidden and 1 player facing. You assume there's never going to be 2 players there, but maybe it was a mistake, maybe that was planned. Let's see how this round goes down, though. Rez is the first player to drop. David P opening up the fragging.
Moken waits inside vents. Molotov bounce to check to make sure anyone's not pushed up. Now Moken needs to be careful of David. Or does David need to be careful of Moken, Henry?
That's the question, that age-old question. 7 plays 2 now, another huge round for CG. Need to start getting some momentum together. Can't allow another hard reset to come in here.
Draken getting more and more aggressive as he tries to push up at mid right now. David P still on top of that boost position, is just waiting for the opportune moment.
Still a chance of the smoke show coming in from Penta. They've got 4 smokes and just waiting. They're bleeding out the CTs here. And it looks like that may be happening as well. This is a perfect time to do a full execute like this. Showing some presence towards middle. But somehow, David P burning away there. And Draken with the AWP takes down Tarsim. It's a 4-on-3. They've bounced us back after losing that initial man. Somehow, Draken coming to life again. We missed a couple of frags there, but don't worry, I'm sure we'll get them back. Oh, that's an overcommitment though. That's after you get the, like, you struggle to get back into the round like that, and then you throw your frag away by jumping around the corner for no real reason. A little bit disappointing. And all settling out. Penta, although it's a 3-on-2, definitely have a chance.
Absolutely. That flash shot catches just about everyone. Mike's going to miss that second shot, but watch up close. Zen has to hit that before the no-scope lands. Tapson still finds Rezx in that smoke, just barely misses the opportunity for the second one, but still finds Zen. And suddenly now, it's Moken versus Tapson. Tapson thinks about holding that all the way down, instead gets off it because he hears Moken making a move, but he's got to hold it now. 5 seconds to go, and Moken going to go for the peak? Yes, he does. It's
almost impossible for Tapson after he went for that full fake defuse there. Fake plant, sorry. It's one of those rounds where you just realize you're out of it. You need to try everything you can. Bomb, fake plant again. Got completely shut out the round. And now finally, 2 rounds in a row for CG, and it looked like they were in absolute dire straits there once they looked at first pick. But they fight back, and now finally have reset Penta Sports here. Not Penta Esports, interesting enough. They're going for sports.
Sport. They're athletes.
Sports. There we go. 4 Glocks, a Tech 9, and a smoke and a flashbang. Looking towards the B bomb site again. They have been favouring this site, in this game at least. And it looks like the execute coming in a second now.
Well, Gennady forced back further in that B site. Now we're seeing it with 2 men in sight. The third one is Draken, and he's got the AWP. There's no smoke in front of him because they don't have any on Penta side. This is CG's chance back in the game. They've broken the economy, and if they can be efficient in this round, if they can shut them down entirely, they'll build up a bit of a bank themselves. So important that they are effective. And so far, so good. Moken and Zen now with 2, and Moken, there's his second. They're just going to contribute for all of them. That's exactly how it stands. They only need the 2 members in the site. Draken never even comes into the fold. It's now 4 rounds for CG.
And Zen, the young Finnish talent there, picking up 3 frags, a pistol shot at the end. And now finally making this a little bit more competitive. It was getting out of control when it was like, what, 6-1. And they're responding now, getting a few rounds in a row. I think that's 3 for them. As we enter round number 12 now. We'll have a look at the Penta Sports buy coming in here. They've got 5 smokes, 5 AKs, 2 Molotovs to work with. Obviously very important on cash for flushing out. Sandbags, quad, MBK, and you name it. That's always going to be effective. Especially smoking, Molotoving out the vents as well, as we're looking at.
Moken again in this position. We saw this same battle last time. David P gonna spray inside A main right now, try and just hold on to that position, because if they give that up, they can't even look for an execution on the A site. Meanwhile, they've got bigger problems. Zen has found the kill on Mike S. It's another man advantage situation given away far too soon, because we know Penta likes to play slow, and as we approach the 1 minute mark, they're already down and disadvantaged in this situation. Pop flash out, Zen's going to go for a secondary peek. No one to be found this time, but that will give him map control. He can sit inside those B tunnels, and as such, we're already seeing the response of this. Meanwhile, I was about to talk about the rotation. Crystal's going to get 2 from the highway, and suddenly A becomes a very real possibility, but Rez, oh, this is great. The trigger discipline, there's the shot finally with 1, but blinded up slightly. He's not able to find Tabson instead. It could have been so beautiful, but in the meanwhile, Moken has made that rotation possible. He's gotten back to the A side. He's going to take down Crystal. Can't deny the plant, but nearly does get the bomb planter as he tries to walk away from the site. Instead, it's Zen on the flank, and suddenly it's a 2-on-1. Tossin pinched in beside the forklift, and he's going to have to do some heavy lifting in this round if he wants a chance. Damage done on Zen. Where's the follow-up? It doesn't even matter. Zen's going to get it regardless, and now it's going to be the defuse.
Oh, that round was so tense. Could have gone either way, but Zen with another 3 kills to add to his tally there. Really nice retake from him, coming in from the back. Really close calls there. Each frag could have gone either way, but this entrance from Crystal, you thought that's the round tied up. It's a 5-on-3. Both the players lining up for him. It's a perfect flashbang from his teammates. Really well synergized, but somehow Zen comes out on top in that situation. He dug so deep there as we enter round number 13. This half has had, well, it's been a lot more of an exciting affair, something to actually talk about instead of Penta just rolling over.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we haven't had, it's interesting, a lot of the games today have been fairly uneventful in terms of analytical standpoint.
Well, there we go then. Moken pushing into B storage. I actually like this a lot. Changing it up after winning a couple of rounds on the trot. He's taking the game towards Penta. Some decent damage being done as well. Tabson has gone down to 24 HP. He is towards middle. Drop down. And the CT is actually fully allowing him to have control here. So, again, that's absolutely fine. As long as you stack up the bomb site, you've got vision on towards highway from quad with the AWP, for example, or leaving a player towards B solo. That works as well. Time ticking away. Terrorist, though, got 1 smoke to play with. No real estate apart from middle. And you can see the player in vents locking him down. That's going to be Zen. Nice pick from him. And that's all he really had to do. Can actually fall back and rest easy now.
Rest easy might not happen. No rest for the wicked. Tossin is certainly that. But Crystal's got the refrag on Zen this time. And now Mike, although he was waiting on the back of that vents, has an opportunity to work with Crystal toward the B site, which is quickly being rotated toward from CT players. As such, this is smart. Penta's going to go for the boost, and smartly as well that they let Crystal go up, because the low HP player can go sacrifice himself, complete the fake, and they can rush that bomb back to the A site.
I'm not sure how smart it is, Matt. The fact of the matter is they've got no smoke to actually hold anything off. They've got to cross to the bomb site right now, with Rez waiting for them. It's a decent flashbang, and this kill means everything. They're not going to get it. 20 seconds remaining now. To be honest, we said it was smart. When you've got nothing to play with, and you need to clear out an entire bomb site, and get past CT spawn, and everything else in between, I'm not sure that was the right call there. They had that pick in towards B bomb side. I just said let's stay committed towards that. But there we go. 6-7 now. CG clawing their way back into this one. And now they've got the economic advantage as well. Penta with no choice but to just have a partial buy here. Tech 9s, Deagles, 2 smokes and flashbangs. And a little bit of armor as well, chucked in for good measure. As I've mentioned a lot today, it's normally the go-to bomb site. It's going to be A. Try and do something very simple, overwhelm the CTs, hopefully you catch them out with an orb in a poor position. This could work out. There's a little boost coming in, but Rez gets the first kill. Make it a triple.
That's incredible. He just sprays them all down. Rez gonna get the 4th one. Rez looking for the big old ace, but it's not gonna happen. Tossin's actually got 2 just as quickly as that. He found Rez-X right before that. So very quick reactions with the Deagle. Tossin, unfortunately, his best efforts thwarted. It's Moken to get the kill. We're tied up on 7. Remember, this was 6-1 at a point, so goes to show that Penta, the only favor that they had was simply momentum. As soon as that's broken, they cannot dig themselves out of holes on these T sides. We'll see if 7 rounds is enough in this case, because CG are back in this game. And remember, if Penta lose this, it's all done. It's over.
Well, the last round. Penta, I would say, just for the emotional game, I would love to win a half, just to give them something to work with here. CT sides have been stronger for them. Into it, number 15 here. Rez-X back in that vents area. There's going to be a boost coming in from Penta, trying to work a pick with some aggression. It's a difficult exchange for Rez-X. Manages to get 1 there. Rez his partner in crime is going to be responding. That's a really nice shot to take down Crystal. A little bit sloppy from Penta, just running through the smoke there with no real rhyme or reason. You can see the round falling apart for them now.
Then misthrown, and a flash has to bail out of the vents as a result.
To be fair, I actually like that because it means he's not facing now and he's keeping the man advantage. Quite nice.
It's funny because when an A does well, it's always by accident too. As Draken looks for another shot down through mid, goes for the wall bang as well, not going to land it, but it's just Tabson and David P. Round 15 to determine who has
David.
The slight
No,
round.
David. Oh, God, David.
All right, then. So, Tabson now in a 1-on-4 is going to try and pull something out of the hat here. And it's going to have to be pretty impressive and pretty quick because he is slowly being faced down by Draken, who's at least going to find the information. He's going to go on the A site quickly, and Rez, who somehow didn't die last time, is all of a sudden staring him down. But Tabson's made this work. He's got Moken as well, and if Rez doesn't spot him up quickly here on top of the red container, it might be enough. It's not. Rez will control it. It's going to be 8-7. Good comeback from CG, and Penta pressure on.
Oh, David. What are you doing to me? Oh, I lost it there, Matt. That was something else. Haven't seen one of those moments in quite a long time, but there we go. CG do win the half. Potentially shouldn't have done. Like, David should be landing that shot. I heard you got an analyst who comes from Finland. So, Torilla, I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
Torilla Tavatan.
Oh, there we go.
Nailed it.
Torilla Tavatan. Tan.
It's probably like Tavat. I don't know. I'm done. Either way, one more year, not two.
Until what? Oh, he wanted to play for another year.
One more year. One more
I think his family would hate him if he went for another year of playing full-time CS and never being at home.
It's true.
Sometimes you gotta sit back and do what we do, Matt.
It's true.
Take it easy. Life in the slow lane.
Life in slow lane. Crystal's gonna hold B-side. With just
this.
the pistol. Look at the A push, though.
Yeah, I like it.
2 in through Squeaky, 2 in through A main. They've got that early information, but it may not be the correct call to rotate off of A just yet because they're actually all waiting out toward the execution spot outside of exactly where David's facing right now. Mike S on the shot on Draken, and luckily that trade kill does stabilize things, and they'll leave 3 in the A site. But that was an aggressive pistol round from Penta. They've shown some creativity today on the pistols.
The problem is, though, after showing such heavy presence towards that A side of the map, it's just so clear as to what's going on. Now, CG have full control of the B-bomb site. A retake coming in. They have got a kit, but that pick from Zen is actually pretty good. It is responded straight away by Tarsin. 3-on-3 now. No grenades, apart from a smoke, we should say, but not really in a situation you can use that effectively. They're going to drop it in front of the choke point there. And you assume there's going to run in and hope for the best. Here they go.
Hope is one thing. And it's the last thing that dies. Mike S takes down RezX. David P, he's following it up, and suddenly Penta, full control, full retake, and they're going to go ahead and get the defuse because they've got the kit on Mike S.
You feel like that was a round thrown away a little bit from CG. Like, they just seem to play so passively there. Make it really difficult. When they come on the bomb site, just one pair shows. Keep dodging and weaving. It seems like everyone's facing at the same time and allowed Penta to get into it. But there we go. They managed to recover the initial deficit after showing such a heavy presence towards that A bomb side. Two players pushing Squeaky, and everyone's just facing. Like, someone should be hiding behind the checker box or something, just making it interesting, like making them work for it. They had vision on the bomb, right? They didn't need to make. They need to get the CT sweating a little bit. There we go. CG won't be force buying into this one. Obviously, getting the bomb down means they're going to get the AKs next round. So they've got PT50s, and Moken has a Deagle, but he's gone down to 1 HP. So I don't think he's going to be long for this world. Same story for Rez as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Either way, it's Crystal will open up the round. Rez down. Rez X. Draken. Zen. Moken. Just as quickly as that, they're all dead. And Penta takes back the lead 9-8. And they're going to force early right now. Simply based on that bomb plant. So this will give them a bit of a chance to try and catch the Penta off guard, although they should be expecting this, let's be honest. It's not like this is unorthodox whatsoever. It gives them head armor on everyone, but not a lot of execution. They've got 2 smokes to work with right now, a couple flashbangs, and I believe I saw 1 decoy. Take what you will from that.
Here we go. Full rifle buy coming in from CG. Big round for Penta. If they can hold them off with their MP7 and FAMAS, it'll be massive for their bankroll. Round number 18 in. CG not really committing to anything just yet. It's feeling out the map, trying to Make the CTs expend most of their equipment. They've done the boost this time. It's Mike S trying to make that B bombsite boost happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't really manage to land any damage there. So it's going to give away his position a little bit. And now CG looking like they're setting up for a mid play, but
David actually nearly tapped at the right time to get that. Instead, he backs off his fire slightly and takes 26 damage, but not a big deal as of yet. We see Tabson, we see him as well with the Molotov getting ready potentially to drop that into main. Instead, it might be a flash in. No, he's going to just sit in the corner and wait in that smoke, finally try and find his own way toward it. Rez is the one that's blinded up, forced out of A main, and they've retaken that position because they have full control of lockers. We also see Draken trying to get control of the squeaky position, but his teammates are forced so far away from him. That's going to be ineffective right now. Worse still, David's now gone down to mid, which means they can start to work back in B instead. Bomb already heading in that direction, so keep an eye right now on both Tossin and Mike S, because they're the ones that are basically going to have to hold this round together for Penta. And if CG get this early gun round, they'll bring it back to 9-9. Start to potentially end the tournament life of Penta. Mike with one. It's then immediately traded, and Tossin falls immediately after without even getting his initial kill. So now it's Penta that have to try and retake the site. Bomb being planted as we speak, and a man down the German side.
Oh,
well, great shot from Crystal, though. Rezex drops inside checker. This puts Zen with his attention back toward that room, and suddenly Crystal finds that kill as well. They know Rez planted the bomb. He has to be on the platform, and they can work this together. Quick shoulder peek, gets the information, and Tabson peeks accordingly. Well played by Penta.
Is Crystal finally turning up at this tournament? Is it actually happening?
Could that be the difference?
3 kills for him in that round. Those actually really nice, important kills as well. So good to see him stepping up. A player I'm only being hard on because I know what he's capable of. Played against him for many years. And so far in this tournament has been a very poor showing for him. That round was fantastic. A massive round there for Penta, and they reset CG as well. Not going to have much player to get the bomb down, so can justify some Tech 9s and CZs and PT50s here, but not really much else to report here. Should be a simple round if a Penta. Just want to make sure that the bomb does not get planted. That would be the key.
Tabson in toward A main is going to go ahead and Molotov that doorway. That'll push them back even further. So they'll have a bit more time to investigate elsewhere. David's going to hold the angle with the AK as well, boost it up, but look at that squeaky door. Luckily, there's a P90 on the other side of it because he can just spray and pray. It's only one. Rez with the trade, and Zen walks in. It's 2 for him, in fact, one of which is Rez as I look at the obituary. So not quite as exciting as I'd initially hoped. Regardless, it's a 3-on-3. Bombs planted, and CG can try and make something out of nothing in this particular round. They've already picked up the P90, and Zen's got the AK to work with. As Tossin waits for the team flashes to fire above and backs his way into the site. Tabson instead gets the kill. Mike's got Zen, and it's an open position being held from Rezex. He's got the first one on Tossin, the Tech 9. It's going to try and walk back through that smoke, but he's buying himself the time. He's got the shot on the op, and suddenly it's down to the one-on-one.
Oh,
Rezex,
God.
he's baiting this out. They passed each other in the smoke, and P90, he's holding it. He doesn't know. Rezex needs to spray into it. He can't find it now, and Tabson's going to get the defuse. Penta get away with a round in the most awkward fashion.
Oh my God. What is going on? Exciting round, at least.
Dear Lord.
That
was cringe godly.
That was cringe godly all over the place. This Rezex, he done so well here. The bomb was going to blow up regardless. I'm not sure why he's running and knifing the bomb, to be honest, at this point. When he's going for the full defuse, he has no choice. He can't win the round unless if he gets off it now, he can't win, right? Just run in and start knifing him. Not this. Not that. Anything but that. Don't crowd spray the P90 and shoot around him like a old Western film.
It's incredible. It's incredible, but Penta now will take every round that they can get. 11-8 our score. It was heroics in the first place to make that situation possible.
But it's such an anticlimax, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like, oh, you've actually just panicked and not.
Could have been such a crazy highlight.
Literally could have run in and knifed him.
Not only that, would it have been highlight worthy? It would have been very significant.
Yeah. Well,
in the course of this game. Draken's got the opening pick this time, though. We'll see if CG can build upon this. As Crystal goes down early, David P's taking some early damage. But he's inside this smoke, and he's so far undetected here. Nope, never mind. Rezex has found him, and Tossin gets the trade, but it's another man down as they sit in a 4 versus 2.
Oh, here we go then. It's going to be Mike S with the AWP. Tossin will be joining him as well. The CT sticking together towards CT spawn right now. The bomb should be planted on A. This is a round It would be a nightmare for Penta to actually gain here. CG, they're around to lose. And you can see them just working out the situation. Will be a full save here. Not the best situation going towards CT spawn. It's obviously an area will be checked, so they need to set up strong here. Mike has got the right idea. Oh, he did. I like that position on top of the van. He's just going to be hiding behind it now. Should be okay, as no one seems to be hunting. Everyone's exiting through A main. Well, this game has definitely delivered in terms of excitement so far. That would have been a massive round, you're right. 4 CG. That's millimeters away from clutching it. That would have been so sick.
That was, I mean, icing on the cake. They're going to get away with this. Zen's going to try and check every corner. He will actually get far enough to die to toss, and it might have been better had he not. But either way, CG with another round. We're only 2 apart.
Absolutely. So, Mike S does save the AWP. Tarson gets an M4 as well. He's going to tempt his teammates to join them on the 4 spy here. So they are going all in. This could be interesting after losing that round. This could force a double eco, you know. So, if Penta were to lose this one, it's going to bring things to 11-11 potentially, yeah. So, a big round, needless to say. As Tapson takes a lot of damage there, I assume from HE's. Yeah, he was towards middle, so he's over towards mid. The first shot coming in from Drake, and I feel like he should have been hitting that one, but he's swarmed now. He's going to be open to get the first frag. That's 2 for his troubles as well, and now they know where the AWP is. This is the call to get towards A, but for some reason CG seems to be favouring B.
Well, the bomb is at least.
Just get the hell out of here.
It's a bit risky. Zen's dropped the bomb at least to go for this pick, but the rest of them look to go A.
And, well,
it doesn't matter. If you don't have the bomb, you still have to designate the time to go back and grab it at some point, so you've lost the advantage of rushing.
They haven't been assertive there in that situation. Now they don't even know where the AWP's rotated to. He could be at A now for all they know. Luckily for them, for some reason, Penta have left the site completely open.
And Crystal's now pushed into B tunnels. We just saw that. He knows they're going A, so the rotation's already in place. That AWP is going to get to the truck almost at the exact moment they go for the cross. So thankfully, there is a smoke out, and Rezex will get in position. But there it is. We've talked about that. Yanko mentions it all the time. There is a Molotov that you can throw from truck that will deny the default defuse or plant spot, excuse me. So now, not only have they got the rotation on time, they've got decent positions to attempt to retake immediately. And although Zen's trying to cut off rotations late, he's going to get the information. He's well and truly out of the play, but now he knows they're going for a save. So it'll work out. It's going to be double digits for both in 1 round the difference, as CG will pick up number 10.
I like this save, though, from Penta. It's very disciplined. They want to make sure they can handle as many of these guns as possible. That's not going to help. Crystal's the first man to drop. It'll leave Tabson and Mike S with low HP as well. Tabson with 18. Definitely justified hunt here, I think, for CG. They know if they get these 2 weapons, it's going to be pretty much a full eco for Penta here. Molotov goes in behind the checkers box. And they're coming into the bomb site. It's going to be difficult to find both these frags. They get the first one. Mike S, the last player remaining, goes down to 12 HP. Can he just hold on? 2 more seconds required. Oh, just doesn't do it there. And you can hear I can hear the shouting coming through our soundproof door.
We are 2 rooms away, so obviously you guys have seen some snippets of the studio. I'm sure you'll get a walkthrough at some point, but we are 2 very large rooms away from where the players are, and we can hear them screaming.
We had the bass
through our headsets as well.
So, as I mentioned before, this is an eco situation for Penta. Had a really strong game so far, but CG definitely clawing their way back into it. They should be 11-11. Let's see whether Penta decide to stack anywhere. It's going to be 3 players focusing towards A.
You know what 11-11 means?
It's true. We have to prepare ourselves to make a wish.
He's going to open up the first shot again. It's Tossin that goes down, receiving end of it. This pistol's should be figured out quite quickly. Another push toward that squeaky, though, and they're going to bring the rifle back over. Thankfully, Zen's there to take down Crystal, because no sense losing the op, or for that matter, any single player in this situation. Because CG, again, T-side, you're going to want all the economy you can get. You need to keep momentum in your favor, or Penta will start to slip away into the distance, and we will look at map 3, which, remember, could be anyone's game. Either way, Zen's going to get another kill, so he's playing quite wise right now. Draken catches out David, and it's just a matter of time before Tabson meets the same fate. Can at least knock 1 gun down? Not even. Rezex gets it, and we are there. Make a wish, Henry.
I'm making it, and I'm making a wish of Penta, because this buy is a little bit precarious, I would say. No AWPs, 5 rifles, no... Oh, actually, Crystal gets a kit, to be fair to them. Got some smokes, no incendiary. So if CG were to go for very fast mid-play here, there's nothing to block them off whatsoever. They can get full reign of the mid area. They've got Draken on the AWP as well, so he's going to have pretty much full control and allowed to have his pick of the map. Let's see whether Penta decide to do anything a little bit unorthodox here. He's showing some aggression, maybe pushing into one of the key areas. So you hear the first all-shot rattling off. Actually hits, I think. Mike S gets legs through the smoke. That's always such a gutting feeling.
Yeah, that's
like, wow, that's actually just happened. I guess I'll just retreat then. He doesn't even know he's hit that shot.
Well, it's an advantage that CG can potentially capitalize on in this round, as it's going to be 3 M4 A1s and 2 A4s up against that AWP and AK. And look at this.
I like this. This is a full wall of smokes. A lot of teams mixing this up now. They'll opt to go back towards middle and cut those pitches out. I'd like to see them fully commit. Let's test the water and see how this goes.
Back toward middle with a boost at least. So you're right. It is going to be a full mid commitment. In fact, waterfall as they pour over. Now, are they ready for this? Because there's no arrival on A, so David's looking in the right direction. But it's Rezex to get the trade, and trades will benefit on the execute. Meanwhile, though, Crystal gets his Zen. He's the only one that came out from Squeaky, and it puts Mike in a good position to pick up 2. He's managed to shut this down entirely, and it's left to Draken. And you kind of called it. You wanted to see the full commitment. Instead, they go to the mid.
I'm not a big fan of that strat. Like, I feel like it takes so long to go back and boost everyone over. By the time you've done it and just shown one person about Squeaky, it's a little bit obvious. Like, unless he's getting a frag and getting all the attention, it doesn't really amount to much. They're coming in, the smoke, their own smoke's blocking them out from any vision from the to the CTs there. Mike S is holding in CT spawn and just getting an easy clear up, really. And rather than just like keep it simple, you haven't even tried a full X. Why are we not just trying that? Chuck the fakes in after. When you're doing the fakes right, when you've done that tactic 2 or 3 times, it's worked out really successfully, and you make it so obvious you're doing it again. Then you mix it up, and then you're trying to catch CTs out. You don't chuck that in before you've even shown a real execute. It's kind of weird. But there we go. CG giving Penta another foot in onto this series. If you have just arrived, the first map wasn't such a clean affair for Penta. 16-6 in CG's favour. If CG do take this map, Penta will bow out of the tournament. So,
story. Be a hell of a day for CG. In some ways it already is, but...
Well, yeah. For anyone who's not familiar, like we were before this tournament, they're a team made up of Face-It players who literally find each other on the matchup system. But there we go, Draken with the first frag, taking down Tarsin. That's the B bomb side actually open, and he gets a second frag as well. This guy has been on fire today. He's continuing his form. Crystal trying to make anything happen as the third frag comes in. This is a save moment and a half.
It's not going to happen. He's not even going to get away. Zen's already chasing Crystal. He knew what he was up to. Mike, thankfully, is far enough away to burrow into the hallways at A, and we're going to get a pause already. Well, I shouldn't say already. We're late into this game, but Penta's going to call it because they know the situation. They know this is stressful, and CG getting closer and closer to potentially sending them packing in just 2 maps.
Imagine that.
Imagine.
Just to give some context here, Mike S, one of the new boys. I think is David P the other new guy? Yeah, he must be.
Yes.
David P, and then these guys are still technically on trial. Yes. They've had a pretty relatively successful online campaign. We've seen some decent results here. Obviously, they've qualified for this event. But this, so far, has been pretty dire for them. And you'd be wondering what the future of this team lies if they were to crash out here. Mike S, I don't think he can be removed, to be honest. He's had a fantastic tournament. Had one bad map here today, and it's been carrying the rest of the time. Crystal, this is his first good map, I think. He's on 20 frags right now. So finally, he's turned up, and I think that's why they're actually having a convincing game here, Matt. Like, finally, the heavy hitters are fragging at the same time. Mike S and Crystal show up together.
So 12-12, and they decide to sit and discuss.
They can't buy this round, obviously. They could get a few pistol, as I say, just let's rush somewhere with the P250s. Maybe just rush B storage with a flashbang. Try and get a couple of kills. We know they've got an AWP. Maybe you get lucky. Drake maybe going to face that area. Get his AWP. Save that. The other guys push round away. I'd say that'd be something I'd be calling right now. Let's just try and keep the money honest. It should be 13-12 coming in favour of CG here. What are your thoughts been on Draken so far?
I think he's been incredible. I think he's absolutely been one of the highlights of the day, if not anything else. Obviously, doesn't lead the way right now. 23 kills for Zen. Another player who's been solid was MVP in the first map.
Round we saw the round before. He's not got the most frags. He's opening them up, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And not only that, you go back to Overpass. You could argue the same thing. Zen again was top fragger. I think he had 24 kills. Zen, but every single time Draken was T side out toward long with the AWP, he hit the shot in the A side every single time. And it opened up. It's always the first kill that he's getting. And 67% of the rounds, you have the first pick, you win. So it's pretty large and considerable, I guess, contribution to the team. So I think he's been very impressive. Not only that, the shots he's been hitting have been quite impressive as well. So.
Sure. Well, the pause has been cancelled. We are going into round number 25. I called something like a B rush for the CTs. Let's see what they opt to do here. Sending 3 players towards middle. Gotta be hoping to find something here. It's a fast play from CTs. Could actually work out for the CTs right now, you know.
Well, either way, it's Moken that gets the first pick. So CG with the rifles, starting things off well. And now it's going to actually do even further damage as that Molotov does land inside mid. They're trying to stack it up here with these pistols and just trap them in right now, CG, but they're not going to get so lucky as the AK is doing all the damage. Somehow, Tossin's managed to stay alive in those flames, so he does get 1 kill on Moken, but that gives away his position. And Rez will walk in and clean it up. 13-12 is now our score, and CG with a late lead. I'm sure they'll love that.
Absolutely. Well, all roads lead here for Penta. 3 rounds away from bowing out the tournament. Very difficult round for them to buy into as well. 2 Famouses, 1 kit, some smokes, no incendiaries. I feel like they need to be doing something before, like pushing in the squeaky door, going for that first frag. Not allowing themselves to get picked off by the AWP. Oh, Drake and 26 here. This could be one that secures the game for CG if they were to take it. Nothing whatsoever yet, because he taps and boosts on the ticket booth there. Also, will be dropping off.
It's 2 Famouses. This is desperate.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 kit.
2 smokes to play with for the CTs. I can only lock them out for so long. There's still 1 minute 20 remaining as well. So once again, CG just holding them off. Looking like they're setting up for smokes once more. I really would like them to see if they're going to go for an A attack, just commit to the A side. Let's test that out first before we start doing fakes.
And they're actually going to have 3 on the A site with the 3rd player at highway. But
it's the same tactic
going again. Wow.
Same
and the
strat.
problem is, watch this mid-vent. They didn't Molotov it off. It's not been broken out. This is going to do damage early, and now they're going to get pincered if they don't act soon. Instead of going back to A, though, they are going to push on to B quickly as well. David P pushes into the A main position, so he'll know exactly what's going on. But keep your eye on this B site. And it's slowed down. CG, they have the first indication, but the mid-round call seems to be lacking because every time they've done this execution, there's been problems. However, when you've got that man on the AWP, you will find a way as Draken again opens things up, makes it back to the 4-on-4, and he's still looking toward that CT cross while Rez goes toward Mike S. Draken's going to hit the shot back toward the vents. He'll go hold on to the flank, and it's going to be bomb planted surely as he finds yet another. You want impact, that is impact.
And that's the 4th kill of the round. So even after we called them out for not having the most successful execute there, what more there is there to be said? You don't really need elegant tactics when you've got that man, like you said, picking up 4 kills, making stuff happen, hitting every single shot as well. It seems like he's got some sort of 6th sense going forward. And look at the money for Penta. Looking down the barrel of series point here and going home for an early shower on day 1. It's the minor finals here in EU.
What is that man made of?
Who knows? Something I would like a slice of. If that means something.
It's like, what? Where are you going, Henry?
Well, normally you say like, oh, what's he drinking? I'll have some of that. But
I know
it doesn't really work in this sense, does it?
It came out all wrong, my
Yeah.
friend. As Draken again is going to try and open things up, but there it is. Bird's eye view, perfect camera shot to show off that there is a stack on the B site. And not just a stack on the B site. It's not like the one man is anchoring A right now. They've got the 5th inside of middle. So if they evaluate this CG, they'll quickly walk in toward that A site. And they are, thankfully, taking this slow enough to figure it out. ResX will be the one that goes in right now. He'll be the canary in the mine.
I was going to say the canary going in.
Yeah.
His mine will work out. The Molotov will be good though. At least I'll flush out 1 CT. They'll get a call if something's going on. Something's a little bit fishy.
Well, they're going. They haven't found it out fast enough. This has been passive, and they've held on in the right positions. Mike's opened it up. Rez gets back in. Rez gets back in. Doubly so, and his ex-girlfriend's going to find one because ResX takes down Tabson, and then Zan won't close it. So stack, not effective. They did get 2 kills, but it's going to be match point. Series point for
Tournament
CG. Over Penta. They already knocked out LDLC White. This is 2 of the top hitting teams in this tournament, potentially facing elimination to a Pug team.
Rez there showing some lovely spray control from the bomb site towards CD spawn. So 3 rounds in a row required for Penta. We have a pause coming in for CG. That makes sense. Like, they want to discuss this round. They don't want to throw this away. They want to chuck something a little bit special in, maybe. They've got 13k on ResX, so money is not going to be an issue for the rest of this game for them. Loads of money. Money, baby. Flowing very nicely. Not so much the case for Penta. $0 across the board, pretty much. They have opted to go for the draw here. They want to go for overtime. Didn't buy anything last round. There's going to be 3 in a row required to keep them alive, and I can't believe this storyline. Penta coming in as a hot favourite. CG, as the analyst desk, coined them the whipping boys of the group.
Well, they're whipping everyone else.
Out pretty much everyone here. Guaranteeing themselves a place in the next stage. Well,
potentially, so we're not done there just yet.
Well, no, of course. I mean, if they were to go forward.
And Penta looking a little bit in dismay.
Tension rising. Here comes the unpause now. This is the second map. Penta lose this, they're going home. So it's been interesting to see how Penta decide to approach this one. They have 1 kit, MyCast on the AWP. A full healthy buy coming from CG. If Penta are to win these rounds, they need to make sure they're clean as well. Even though they lost 2 or 3 men, it's going to be so difficult rebuying. There we go then. Underway. CG. Favouring towards the A side of the map so far. 3 players towards that. It's going to be Russian and Russian picks towards B. Still has the AWP in hand.
Penta needs the first pick in this round, undoubtedly.
Oh, of course. Like, they need every kill they can get, and that
doesn't help.
Crystal goes down to 16 HP from the Molotov and the grenades.
I'm starting to discover that people used to try and stack the nade with the Molotov. The flash Molotov is way more effective.
Yeah, of course. It's very
because people just stand on it and have absolutely no clue, as Crystal did just right there.
It's very effective indeed. Well then, so far the upper hand is swaying towards CG. And going for this A execute again. Will they be doing more the same? They don't seem to like to commit to the site once it goes in. I like their little 3-man setup they do with the smokes here. There comes the smokes. And once again, it's the same strat. They really do like this. One player goes in, and it's always Zen who goes down first. He never seems to make anything happen there. That's why I don't really like it. If he was more effective, I'd find that a lot more attractive. But
the one thing that benefits this style is that they're giving up mid, but the problem is it gets so predictable they can still take decent positions inside the site. That's a big pick for Tossin to get, because last time they went over to B, they didn't get the first pick. That nade, though, it's going to be gone. Bye-bye, Tossin. There's 1 left in the site. He's low on HP. Draken's yet to even make an effect, but he's in good position to cover off for Heaven. So even though David P wants to try and cover his teammate Crystal, he's not going to have a chance. Never mind that. Rezix has already got it. Crystal trades, but he's down immediately after. Moken gets the kill, and it's 2 versus 2. Sight given up. Draken has to jump across. That's desperate. He goes down to 23 HP, and they're both stuck on the platform. How does Draken get up and get back down without being shot? Penta gets both kills, but that was awkward for a moment.
Yeah, the reload coming in at the worst moment possible there. Penta find themselves another round here, picking up the double orbs as well. Crystal doing so well, like what, 16 HP at the back of the bomb site just to find 1 kill is impressive. He does it. And the dream is still alive here for Penta. Still need 2 rounds in a row. And I said before, they needed to make those rounds clean, but they actually got 3 AW. Oh no, not 3, it's 2. They saved 2, didn't they? So just the rebuy is a little bit of a problem. 2 orbs though. Let's see if they're going to be going aggressive here. Obviously, if they lose the first pick, if Draken's able to capitalise, it's going to be so detrimental to them. It's just whether you've got the minerals to go for these faces. Are you happy to potentially throw away the game?
David, nade, going to do slight damage. Actually, not even, because they'd just fallen off the initial boost. So, doesn't do anything to that of the CG players waiting to try and get over top of middle. I do not want to see them run that same strategy again.
I just like to just do it towards A. Like now it'd almost be a fake of itself, right? Just go and just do the same smokes, go in towards A, actually commit to it.
That's the right time. Penta, they did that exactly correct. Draken has the op there. Tabson walks in and he's double scoped, so no chance he can even respond. That's first pick again for Penta. Let's see if they can capitalize on this as Crystal's going to fall back toward that quad position. And they've got 3 out mid. B's going to be the better option because if they can't get smoke utility out toward that quad position, that op's going to just absolutely destroy them. And
Crystal very nearly takes the peek toward Rezex, who fires at least one bullet in return. That's going to give up the fact that they've very clearly taken mid, but here we go. It's a B split, and it could still be for the game. And what is that toss in? How do you overextend in that position? Mike S has the ult, but he's down as well. CG, they might have just been gifted not only this round, but the series on a platter, as David P at least gets one in return on Moken. It's still at 3 versus 3. Bomb's going to go down, and 2 committed to the platform this time. Rez forced out by the Molotov, and they're going to have to be deadly careful. One flash being forced out with not much to deter his vision, and he could be blinded up quite quickly. Rez taking massive damage, gets caught out this time by Crystal. Zen still holding, but Rezex, he manages one more. It's a 1-on-2, and Zen, he needs the first pick, not going to find it. Tabson finds his way back in. And had they not committed 2 to the platform, there was a chance they could have pulled that off, but instead we go 15-14. If I'm not mistaken, the economy's getting very grim on the T side. I take that back. They're in a really good position.
They get the kills again, so...
Yeah, how wrong was I? Jeez.
Yeah, they're fine. It's felt like in that clutch situation, they're not making the CTs work hard enough for it. Everyone's over-facing a little bit. CG definitely had more. Just make the CT sweat out. Just hide. Make them run to the bomb site. Let's have someone hiding and baiting it. Face from checkers. They're just giving the kills away for free. So they had the man advantage, and somehow Penta still alive here as we enter the final round of the second map cache. As we pointed out, money definitely is an issue for CG here. They've got a full buy. Now being boosted up. So gutted. Oh god, that's dancing with the devil towards middle there, jumping off the mid box. Doesn't pay the price though just yet.
This is a big commitment. So right now, they know that Draken's Molotov'd off those sandbags, which means naturally he's going to be watching that angle. There was a chance that if that was read correctly, I think it was David P could have popped out from the other side and tried to take the shot in return. The only fear we would have had in that situation is if anyone was in that big garage at mid. Thankfully, there's not, so it would have actually potentially caused Draken to go down.
Penta have done so well to bring it back to this sort of position. Nearly 3 in a row. And so far, they have the advantage this round in terms of HP. 1 minute remains. CG making their way up to OSB. The bomb's still down towards mid warehouse, though. No one really committing as of yet. Rez holding towards A storage. Crystal alone in B. Has got Tarsin in checkers. And there's the first pick. David P, once again, taking down. It seems like CG insist on sending someone out by themselves. They don't want to stick together and just make the situations work for them and use the man advantage, but this
is the big pick, away. I mean, Draken going down is big. We know how much he's opened up rounds, how much he's been instrumental to CG's success. They're going to go on B anyway. Moken needs to get across that CT position. It's too desperate. What is that? There's no execution. It's a kill given away again. Mike S has brought it down to Rezex versus 4, and overtime looms. There's no way they're getting through this. CG, I have to say, they looked a little bit one-dimensional in the last few rounds because that was a little bit lackluster.
They'd lost their mojo for sure in those last 3 rounds. They felt the pressure. They could feel it stacking up and just didn't play their game. And just what's frustrating is just doing that same tactic, the A execution, over and over again. It worked once right, then he just kept doing the same play. It was a little bit obvious towards the end. I just got to the point where it's just like, it was just one person running out and suiciding on the A-bomb site. Like he's got
You know what would have been the most change up? Just run straight through mid, through Z connector, and wrap back onto A. Be like, hey, what up? Thanks.
Just
Thanks for
anything but the same execute every single time would have been good, but it wasn't meant to be this time. Penta can breathe easy for now at least. They've had a pretty successful CT half there. 8-7 to bring things back. Now we go into overtime. I'm assuming it's MR3, 10K?
Well, PGL usually runs MR5.
This is the Valve.
But it's right? Valve minors, so I think it's MR3, 10K. MR5.
There we go.
There we go. So PGL rules apply. It's MR5. 10 rounds of overtime potentially on the line. 16K to start out with.
And Crystal's got an MP7.
All right.
What? Wait, oh no, it's going to be right.
This is right.
No,
I have no idea why this just happened.
No. It's a joke. It's a joke.
What? There's no reason at all with the 16K start to go for that. I don't understand. What is Crystal's play going to be? He's going to have to go aggressive somewhere to try and make this work, so do they go for the run boost? Okay. He's not the one boosted, mind you, so now he's the bait in this play. This is really interesting.
It's not. It seems idiotic, I'm honest. I just can't think of
I mean, you're more brutally honest than I am. I think that's correct.
Like, what's he going to do from this position now? Like,
this makes me a little bit weary as well. We've seen Drake go down early a number of times as of late, and he needs to be the one to open up these rounds. So the door's open, but the opportunity isn't yet because he doesn't land that first shot onto Crystal, who can really do nothing in response with that MP7 from that range. So
nice one, dude.
both
like,
parties
you just
need
literally
to be,
suicided yourself.
I don't know what that was.
No, it's just, I have no idea.
Well, Tabson has been run boosted. We'll see if it works. He spotted the the feet now of two players as he sits and waits. We haven't seen it as often as this spot has been used in other games throughout the course of history, but does it pay off? Not even close. Rez just walks in and finally CG get around going. Nice shot from David, turns it back around. Watch the lineup because he nearly had a chance to take down two more, but he's on 15 HP. Meanwhile, Tossin does get one more, so we're still sitting in a 2-on-2 situation. It's not done and dusted just yet because bomb is also not yet planted, and RezX needs to find this next frag, but needs to also be careful because Mike has that AWP all the way back out for the truck. There's the Molotov. They certainly know it on Penta's side, but Rez gets the kill, and all they have to worry about now is the AWP. And the bomb, it's going to be in a good position to go for the plant. Mike, he's going to be limited in his movement because he knows he's being stared down by an M4, but Mike just walks out. Rez faces, and it's down to the one-on-one. Or rather, RezX, let's not be confused, because Rez is still alive. He's got 3 in the round. He's going to need 4. And Penta, they've been emphatic on this CT side as of late, and he doesn't know where he goes. Mike's going to get it, and Penta pull back around. A round that definitely was not theirs to have.
CG brain's turning to mush right now in the last stage of this game. Like, what is that face towards CD spawn? There's no need for it. Make him come onto the site. You say they're watching the angle from the cross to the bomb site. He can't win. You just give the call off. You rotate accordingly around. Make him work with the bomb. Some reason, you know it's your, but Mike S. Let's just face. Let's just have a go. We won't even flash. Oh, face. Oh, you've killed me. Now you've won the one-on-one. Okay. And just a round of really weird decisions there. Crystal with the MP7 to kick things off. What the hell was he doing? But there we go. Penta go 1-0 up in the first round of overtime. Crystal now keeping his unorthodox playstyle going on. He's got the auto sniper out. I'm a little bit disappointed with CT that round. It seems like they're kind of crumbling a little bit in the latter rounds of this map. And these are the rounds to get you on tilt a little bit. You're arguing.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. And I mean, like, again, CG's been struggling to get these last few rounds on the T side in regulation. It haunts them again here. Not only that, another first pick. Penta is certainly warming up finally into this game, but at the same time, CG, they're just showing off a little bit lack of depth, I guess you could say, on this T side because, again, that A execution was just redundant the amount of times they ran it. I'd like to see them hit the site with 4. Tossin goes for an early peek. That's a giveaway. Again, an overface. Mike does compensate for it, but there's no need for that early pick from Tossin. Still gives them a situation that's workable. 3 versus 3. CG looking to go back over toward A might be the right call here, as it's a 1-1-1 split from the deep. And not only that, though, it's a push in toward mid from, I believe, Crystal. But it's going to be quick now, so they want the flank. That means CG's got to hurry up and try and get this bomb down. Needs to be careful about doing it, though, because, again, they have to clear out the rest of this A site. No Molotov that's going to be in the way. Draken, he spots up Crystal on the flank. That works out brilliantly, because now it's a 2-on-1, and it's going to be the AWP of Mike S. coming back around. What is that, Foon? As suddenly he gets in a position, but they're going for the boost, actually, and back a quad. Now this, the problem is, gives away the exact position of where they are. First shot's going to give up the first one. He won't spot the boost just yet, but Mike's got the shot. Moken again overcommitting, and it's op versus op in a 1 versus 1. Draken, do not dare peek, as Mike S is showing off a number of patience here. He's got the kit to work with. He walks out, though, and Draken finally is able to close out the round. 16-16's 2 rounds done.
This is crazy. Some of the decisions in these post-plant situations, they should be rounds tied up. Make it so difficult with the CT. They opt to go both into the quad, go for a really boring boost, and obvious, like he said, it gives away both positions of the players at that point. Someone just faces for no reason again. It comes down to 1-on-1. Luckily this time they bring it back, but CG really needs to wake up in these situations. It's getting quite scary for them now, how their mentality has shifted since the pressure has been applied. Still, they've got another map to play here yet. They're not out of it. They're playing like they're out of it. Let's do it. 1-1. CT's now showing a little bit of aggression towards the checkers area. Draken has been pretty quiet in the last few rounds. He was instrumental in opening up the map in the first and second half, but over time he's struggling a little bit. Tabson looking like he's going to get flashed into the door now.
Then passive hold on mid, making sure no one's going to push up toward that cubby position and try and get mid control. That'll allow a more turtled up defense inside each side. Great shot by Rez. Catches Tabson just over top of the Flames.
that open doorway position. That's going to give, again, an early pick to CG. Now, they can slow this down if they want, but David doesn't want to allow that. Flashes himself in. Rez dodges it, goes to the late pick. Where's the trade? Where's the second man? It doesn't matter. Rez is going to hold on, thankfully, to take down David.
Yeah, should have punished it a lot sooner there, but somehow Zen coming in. There's a couple of frags coming in, though. Tarsin and Mike S keeping this round alive. And there's going to be one player towards the A-bomb side. He's in quad, and CG doing some weird moves again, making this difficult for themselves. Another 2-on-1. It's going to be Tarsin this time, stepping up to the plate. How are they going to set up this time? It's more of a crossfire. They've smoked off key positions as well, and this frag.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Rez gave him his position away too soon. Nearly evaded it when he shuffled back to the position he came, but it's now down to the one-on-one. Rez has good position, but is Tossing going to read this? He's going to try and slip through the smoke. Does he go undetected? Not quite. That shot from Rez, though, gives away the angle. How is Tossin not turned to hear this? Now he does. It doesn't matter. Rez holds on, and they'll take back the lead, 17-16.
There we go. It seems like CG, they're so tunnel vision on, just trying to find the kill and end it as quickly as they can. They're not playing sensibly. They're not allowing the CT to get to the bomb first. That's like a good 5 or 6 second transaction at that point. You make them get to the bomb, they can fake the fuse, never go for a full defuse in a 2-on-1. So it seems like they just need to just think a little bit more on those situations. They managed to win 2 in a row now, but definitely not 100% convincing. So round number 4 of overtime. CG winning some scrappy rounds here. Definitely not be convincing. And we've got the double orb setup coming in from the German side here. Tapson left alone on the A-bomb site.
The interesting thing about this double up setup is we still have another round of overtime after this, and if they don't win this on the CT side, they're going to be forced to save. They're going to be in a really tight position. Thankfully, they get the opening pick simply for that, and yeah, there you go. Crystal's going to double that up. Rezex goes down. This double op setup paying off so far. Rez is on fire in overtime, though. He takes Tabson immediately back inside the A site, and there's still a chance here for an execution. Bomb dropped inside the mid-garage. They've also pushed forward Zen over top of that HUD, and he may take Z Connector. He may try and divide this defense right now, which is split on either side, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's in a great position to try and cut them off, to catch them out off guard entirely. And he's going to wrap toward B, which indicates that's where his teammates will go as well.
He's made it as well. He's undetected, but you can see the CT's playing very passively.
He needs to be patient, though. If he just sits and waits for the execution.
Actually. If he allows his teammates to get some sort of attention, he doesn't even have to show, really. If they can just find one kill on the site, this is totally doable. He's going to show his hand pretty early on. Can he make it a double? He does. That's fantastic from Zen. Getting himself that positional control. Takes down the Orpra of Crystal as well. 3-on-2 all of a sudden. After having the man disadvantage, it actually goes in their favour. And now Draken towards middle. And you said these guys had to save if they were to lose this round, and that's exactly what they'll be doing.
I mean, it was only a matter of time before someone was going to do that. They've given up mid so many times that eventually Zen just goes, all right, look.
I'm just going in.
I'm going. And it was perfect. They were split up. There was no one to counter it. And again, the timing was great. He played that very well. But again, save from Penta. This is now going to be 3 rounds T-side for CG in overtime. That could be enough. We'll see. I mean, Penta's been struggling on gun rounds T-side. We know that for a fact.
Well then, that's just a huge play from Zen. He has been having a quieter T-side here. He's been lighting up the scoreboard all night. Towards the end, though, it was more the Canary going into the bomb sites, jumping in, dying, trying to show some sort of hand towards the side, but that round was massive for him. Getting himself into upper, completely undetected. That's pretty nuts. Into the final round of the first half of overtime here, and there's the replay of the screen right now. Let's look at the CT. He's unaware as to what the hell is going on. Crystal getting his head blown off that. And the money situation, pretty desperate for the CTs. 2 Famises. They did save an Orpin in M4, so that's something they've got going for them. It's currently 3-1 in favour of CG. Fast boost coming in towards mid.
It's a start, that's for sure. But the early pick goes the way of Penta. They make this work somehow to start things off. And CG's had the issue of clawing back into rounds. Last one was very successful. This one less so. But again, they lost double last time and still pulled it off. Rez, continuing on that trend, will take David. Now, bombs dropped over by Cubby, so they have to commit to grabbing that. They've managed to do that successfully. How much further can they take this? Watch the flash to come through that smoke. Crystal's looking like he's interested in trying to take that position, and Draken would be a sitting duck at this point. Either way, he's got the op in position on A, and they won't commit to B just yet as a result of this, because if he finds even one shot, one pick, it'll open everything up, and he's smart about this. He's going to throw out the Molotov, but unfortunately, as soon as he does, as soon as he thinks he has position, a flash comes back in, still manages the shot on Crystal, legs up the second player and Mike, but it's not quite enough. It's down to Rez versus 3, and Mike's going to run desperately and hide inside that A position because he's only got 3 HP left, and Rez is left confused, wondering which way he should look first, and as he crosses into the site, he's going to get spotted up by Tapson. They'll swarm his position, and this should, barring anything incredible, and there it is, 18-17 at the end of the first half of overtime. We are far from done yet.
Oh, absolutely. 3-2 in favor of CG. And a round, it should be 4-1 really, Matt, if you think about it. That round they lost 2-on-1. It was actually a horrible misplay from Moken, missing a load of shots on the back of one of the players. Then Mike S winning that really silly 2-on-1 situation, overfacing from a lot of T rounds. I'm surprised they won as many clutches as they did. Really have started to panic in the latter half bit. They've got 3-2 here. They've got themselves a decent position. We know the Penta struggle on the T side a little bit, and if CG can get his first gun round on the CT half, could set themselves up for a fantastic result here. This game definitely has delivered compared to Overpass. And here we go then. Let's see what kind of buy CG are going for. They've only ever showed 1 AWP, I think, on the CT side, so it'll be interesting to see if they mix that up. Just going to keep that 1. Maybe Drake and rolling that. Crystal once again back on the AWP. Seems like he's finally woken up for the first time on Cashier this entire tournament, I'd say. First round in the second half of overtime then.
Drake an immediate smoke on mid, using that AWP to try and cover off that boost position. Again, Penta, gun rounds, T side. New story of the day, has it not been on this map? So we'll see if they can overcome that right now. They've got the early damage dealt. Rez goes down to 15, and RezX sits on 62.
It's didn't work. They tried to push into the smoke there, try and get an early pick, but got punished hard for it. Rez goes down to 15 HP. T so far not really showing anything. Mike S has just gone aggressively into the B bomb site. The surprise is Zen there. He goes down, 5 and 4. That's a great pick. There's so much time remaining as well. CTs need to do something. Need to react.
Molotov does force Smoking out slightly forward to the side. He's going to have to put out the smoke just to buy himself some space, and that means that Draken needs to be the one to hit the shot, because his teammate will be rendered useless, at least for a moment, but a third man's rotated over. Meanwhile, they've walked into A. They've rotated a little bit too soon, Cringe Gods, and Penta might take advantage of this. They pull it back to a 4 versus 4, which gives their retake some potential. But look how quickly they're going to establish those post-plant positions, and at this point in time, it should be obvious that a flank is a viable option as well, so someone surely will be watching for Rez's arrival, and we already see that being the case. Is Crystal going to take him down? They do manage to respond, but Crystal quickly shuffles over to his right, fires back into the site, and Moken drops as well. Draken looking for the impact he's had all game long, but he won't find it, and Penta strike first blood second half of overtime. It's 18-18.
Yeah, CG definitely overreading there. Obviously, losing that first frag to the hand of Mike S. Had to do something. That was their reaction. Let's just take a gamble and focus on the B site. And as we saw, Penta just run into A uncontested. And bomb goes down. That's a pretty simple affair from there. So grappling back now. Need 3 at least to stay alive here in the second half. 18-18. Double AWP setup for CG. That's interesting. So I said they haven't really done that before. And Moken picks up the first kill. That's onto Crystal, and you can see some aggression coming in towards the A-bomb side as well. Drake can going to be pushing the squeak. I'm not sure it's something he needs to commit to after getting that first pick. He's going to be deciding to fall back as well. So you can see, though, Tapson has got control of the middle. Not a problem for the CT as long as they're aware of this. Drake, and you're going to go down here, aren't you? Maybe he faces a little bit more than that. He's done for. He's going to decide to fall back.
Ball meanwhile dropping inside of A main, so they're still trying to make decisions based on what map control they can establish. A lot of that hinges on exactly what Tapson gets up to right now in mid. There's a late smoke off on Z connector. Rez already behind forklift. Has RezX in front of him who's on low HP, so he should be the one to try and get the information. If anyone's going to go down, it's got to be him in this situation, should that be their choice. If they continue to play passive, though, it may still work out. And they're electing to stack up on this B site, which is the right call, as Penta is slowly coming in that position. RezX, meanwhile, does get David P. That'll confirm them to go onto this B site, and it's a trade. Taps him with one, Rez with the other. Mike comes in on top of that, and Rez trades again. So very good play from him. He now has the bomb down, and the flank, the last player that was coming around, drops last for Penta. That's a problem. That was their only chance to claw back into it, and Rez, what a round from him. Another 3K, and he's going to come out
and give CG the 19th round.
Yeah, they go for the double AWP setup there. Moken taking down Crystal to open things up. And like you said, Rez performing so well there under pressure. Brings it into 1-1. Needs one more round here on the CT half just to draw things out and put them in full control here. Pressure applied back onto Penta. There's Rez coming back in from the vents. His second kill. The third one, pretty classy as well. It's a play here from Penta. Spreading out once again, no aggression shown really from either side at the moment. Draken back to the solo warp roll. He's going to be towards the A-bomb side, seeing what he can do there. And this could be the play. Moken looking like he's feeling it.
Remember, 6 on 15 is 21. That's your GG point. So if CG take this round, they'll be on the first chance for a free kick. But still a large task in front of them as Penta. They're going to slow things down. Remember, that was the key to their strategy. We're on a minute. The problem is right now is that CG's not giving up much, and they don't have much map control after a minute. So if you're going to slow it down, great if you have the early pick. Right now, it's just wasting time and putting more pressure on the execution. That's smart. Forces Moken back outside of the vent. He'll have to force to be retreated inside that checker. Gives up more of a chance for mid, but it's stacked up by CG, and look at the result. RezX and Rez each with a kill, and suddenly Penta not only running out of time, but running out of players to go ahead and utilize, because David P, despite being boosted up and dropping inside of mid, is far away from his two teammates. So he's going to have to cut off CG. That's his best chance of anything right now, as they'll walk that bomb into the B site. Meanwhile, Mike's found the kill as we continue to watch David going in towards sandbags. He's going to get a great shot on Rez. It's traded by RezX, but keep in mind, the two players in B have done enough. Moken, very smart. He's managed to stay alive, but he can't decide which way to peek first and toss him with that kill. Is it going to be enough to allow Penta to get the bomb plant?
I think it is.
And so far, it is exactly that. Both stuck on the site, though. Molotov goes in, doesn't quite reach right now exactly where Tossin's playing, so he doesn't have to move. Draken's going to force his way into the site, looks for the quick scope up close on Tossin, manages to land it. RezX jumping above, shots down Mike in the smoke, but he can't land the shot. And Mike, he stays alive with only 21 HP, and not only that, he just annihilates Draken.
Mike S somehow keeping the dream alive here. How many times have we said that today? 37 kills for him. My lord. That's another round with CG. Full control. But like that mid position there with David towards middle, how is he allowed to even get a frag in that position? They've got two players there, like face together or don't face at all. And somehow Mike S with 20 HP, one bullet required from that PT-50. He comes out on top. That's pretty nutty. There we go then, 1919. Penta up. Himself another lifeline here. I don't know how many times I've said that today. One more required for the draw. For both teams now.
Tabson's going to fire through the smoke with that AK-47 and see what he can try and open up. But this is going all the way in overtime number 1, and I say that, I emphasize that because there's a good chance we'll see another at this rate.
I think you're right.
Winner of this gets the first and only map point of this overtime. And it could be map point for Penta or series point for CG. Keep that in mind. They're already down one map as they got absolutely obliterated on overpass. Rez boosted this time, is able to dodge out so far the utility. Good Molotov. They're forced to jump over that, and in jumping, there's nothing they can do to even look toward Rez, who with RezX has now combined for 2 kills. He's flashed up, able to evade the bullets. Meanwhile, though, Tossin's come into the site, Tabson as well. But Moken manages to split the difference and bring them back in the lead by 1 from the quad position. He's going to be pushed from either side. He's looking the wrong direction so far. Surely going to go down to Tossin in the end. And bomb planted. It's now going to be Crystal who gives the man advantage back the other way. Is Penta done enough? Is it going to be CG who have to play just to force out the second overtime? Zen the last alive. And is he going to be heard dropping down from the forklift? It seems he will. Crystal looking for him. Is going to spot him as well. And it's ring around the rosy. Crystal finds the kill. And it's going to be that point for Penta.
Unbelievable. Somehow Penta keeping this alive. Even after losing those first picks, and it looks like they're going to be taking this map as well. You see the money die straight to CG. They have to drop a lot of weapons here to even just get rifles onto everyone. I think there'll be a couple of guys with just pistols here. But Penta have at least guaranteed themselves a second bout of overtime. They're around to lose now, as it looks like they've secured the third map potentially, yeah.
Well, the possibility certainly exists, but we won't rule any possibility done until it is truly that.
Draken pushing up mid, trying to get this established presence again. Not with an AWP this time. It's going to be the M4. One of 3 that they're going to have to work with as Moken is forced back in the B side, and it's an aggressive, very fast push from Penta. He's managed to stay alive, dodge the flames, but unfortunately not the bullets from Tabson as he does go for the repeak. And on top of that, they've lost Drake, and Zen manages 1, so it's still only 4 versus 3. It's workable. It's still workable for CG. But they're going to have to pray to that god they cringe to because it's going to be desperate. As Bomb now goes down, Mike's covering off the vents. He's spotted up already. The fact that Rezex is trying to peek and damage dealt against him. And it looks like Penta have done enough, but it's not done just yet. Keep in mind as the flash comes out against Crystal, Mike with another kill. It's Rez going down and Zen the last alive. 1 versus 3 and it's over. Penta hold on desperately when it looked like they had nothing going for them. And CG, now the pressure's on. We'll see if this team can overcome adversity because that was theirs to take. It could have been 2-0, and now they've got to fight back in map 3.
That's a throw, I'm afraid. Seemed like those guys had that completely